Oh, hi. Do you like books? Uh, Specifically sci-fi books? Um, Even more specifically, vintage sci-fi books? Oh, you do? That's great, because so do I. And today I picked up 50 old vintage sci-fi books that were being sold out of an estate. And I got them for 40 bucks, so less than a book, or a euro a book. And yeah, some great stuff in there. When I saw them listed, I saw some, yeah, a lot of classics in there, and a lot of authors I haven't read. So I went and got them today, and yeah, a whole heap of anthologies and collections, some fantasy stuff as well, and then a whole bunch of sci-fi paperbacks. Yeah, all paperbacks and the novels. One hardback anthology, which is illustrated actually. So so this video probably be quite lengthy. I'm just gonna skip through them. Probably just maybe focus in on ones I haven't read and maybe ones with good cover artwork, or yeah, just to jump out one way or another. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun to go through the anthologies anyway. So yeah, I will try and edit this down to some kind of reasonable length. All right, so first the anthologies, and I'm not doing these in any particular order. It's just kind of a strange one here. It's edited by S.H. Burton. Not much to say about the artwork, quite abstract. Um, I think it's kind of aimed at younger readers. Oh yeah, it's Longman, Heritage of Literature series. But yeah, it's got some good authors in there. It's in fantastic condition. I think this was published or printed in 73. Um, and yeah, it looks great. A lot of these books are looking worn, but not destroyed. I don't think any of them got wet or anything. But yeah, so we got Robert Heinlein, uh, Eric Frank Russell. I've never read anything by him. Ray Bradbury, H.B. Fife. I've never even heard of him, and I see his name crop up in a few of these. John Christopher, likewise. John Brunner, Asimov, obviously, and Arthur C. So, yeah, that's a nice small little edition. So that's Longman science fiction. Next up, we have Penguin with a great cover, Connoisseur science fiction. I don't know if I consider myself a connoisseur. Maybe I am. I don't know. But yeah, great cover on this. Try and get the shine off of it. Here we go. Yeah, freaky. Kind of a, I don't know, like a kind of a Viking kind of a dude on some kind of a weird mount with a very distressed looking face. But yeah, cool. On the back, cover illustration by Bob Fowke. 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 Anyways, we got Alfred Bester, Frederick Poe, Vonnegut, Sturgeon, Jack Finney. I don't think I've ever read anything. Eric Frank Russell again. I've never read anything by him. J.T. McIntosh. I'm not sure if I've read anything by him. And Frederick Brown, A Galactic Feast. Cool. So yeah, looking forward to reading a few of these. Then next up, year's best science fiction. Sphere science fiction. Edited by Harry Harrison and Brian Aldiss. I know Brian Aldiss edited loads of these. He was obviously a busy man back in the 70s and 80s. Cover is a bit meh. Don't know. Call that kind of a nothing cover. But yeah. Aldous Spallard. Algis Budrys. I don't think I've ever read anything by him. Anthony Burgess, Philip K. Ursula K. Ken Purdy. I haven't read anything by, and others. So yeah, that's another nice little small one. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, this is a nice one. The best of sci-fi four. Uh, Science fiction and fantasy by Ray Bradbury, Gordon R. Dixon. Don't know him. Frederick Brown. Jared Kirsch. I've never read anything by Fritz Leiber or Lieber. I'm looking forward. I haven't actually read anything by Fritz Lieber, and his stuff is hard to come by here in Ireland. I picked up a book by him when I was in the States last year at the big time. I haven't read it yet, but yeah. So looking forward to reading a bit of Fritz, Harrison Nelson or Harlan Nelson, Bertrand Russell. Yeah, but I like the cover on this. It's got like a asteroid hitting the planet or something. It's nicely done. Yeah, cool. Next up, then the Penguin Science Fiction Omnibus, again edited by Brian Aldiss. It's got this cool big spaceship and it's a wraparound with a kind of ringed planet. Doesn't look like Saturn. Could be anywhere. Anyway, yeah, big ring planet with this gigantic spaceship. I think coming towards it or going away. Can't really tell. Anyways, yeah. So Harry Harrison, Asimov, Poe, Clark, Cornbooth. I haven't read anything by him actually. James Blish. I haven't read much by him. Clifford D. Simak, J.G. Ballard, and many more. Yeah. Cover illustration by Tom Stimpson. Yeah, it's cool. Got that kind of airbrush feel to it. It's nice. Then this is the first volume of World's Best Science Fiction. So it's famously, obviously, Donald A. Wollheim, and Terry who? It's Terry Carr, maybe. Anyway, yeah. So got Samuel Delaney in there. Thomas Ditch. I don't know him. Ariel After Larry Niven. I'm actually reading a Larry Niven at the moment. It's his second novel, A Gift from Earth. Yeah, it's fun. Robert Silverberg, Zelazny, and others. Yeah, so looking forward to getting stuck into that. And this one here looks interesting. Galactic Empires. Yeah, it's got a pretty cool kind of fantasy cover, I'd call it. With kind of a, well, obviously it's got a topless lady, and then this dude with this kind of crazy headgear, and he's kind of, yeah, more kind of Viking or I don't know, warriors anyway. Again, edited by Brian Aldiss. Spaceships daring the outer reaches of the known universe, civilizations, human and alien, define the might of Earth. Beautiful women, courageous men, hideous, sometimes friendly aliens. Yeah, so kind of a collection with some kind of a theme in it, which is cool. Yeah, so you got Asimov, Clark, Anderson, Simak, and a dozen other masters. I haven't actually looked into the contents in this one. Right, okay. All right, Lafferty, Fife again. Michael Shara, I don't know that name. Mark Clifton and Alex Apostolides. Don't know them. Cordwainer Smith. Yeah. Idris Seabright. So yeah, that should be cool. Then this one here. Anti-Grav. You've got Lem, Sturgeon, Blish, Aldis, John Sladek. I don't know him. Harry Harrison, Barry M. Maltzberg. Don't know him. Ron Goulart. I've never read any of his stuff. Edited by Philip Strick. But yeah, this cool Death's Head kind of moon, which is, yeah, really nicely done. And it's got that kind of airbrush vibe, very kind of 70s, 80s. Yeah, and some kind of planets on the back. So you did the art. What do you say on the inside? Arrow books. Printed in Great Britain. 1975. Don't see who the artist is. I don't want to be here all day, but yeah, cool. Then best sci-fi stories from New Worlds 8, edited by Michael Moorcock. So that's cool. And it's got a great cover. Bit manky, yeah. I might give it a bit of a wipe with a damp cloth, but yeah, it's this kind of cool winged horse, Pegasus, is that it? With kind of moon or a planet in the background, really nicely executed. But these kind of cracks or holes or kind of polygons coming out of it, or no? Got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. But yeah, kind of trippy. So who we got on here? We got J.G. Ballard, John Brunner, Harlan Ellison, John Harrison, Hilary Bailey, I don't know, Barrington Bailey, I don't know either, and Graham Charnock are your pilots for 10 voyages beyond the far reaches of speculation. Cool. Then got this bumper here, and this is illustrated actually. So this is a hardback, obviously, but science fiction stories. Also included Asimov, Aldous, and H.G. Wells. But the cover art on this is just amazing. It's the same on the back, but you don't have the. Yeah, it's just. Oh, I just love it. If we can get a better. Let's see if I can fix this in post, as they say. But yeah, you've got this dude here. He's rocking that laser gun like it's a guitar, you know. And then alien behind him, looking, yeah, and a green spaceship blowing the place up, blowing the tops off of skyscrapers and stuff. Yeah, I don't know who did the cover, but yeah, this is illustrated then on the inside. So you've got, yeah, really this kind of style, which I like. It's a real clean. I don't know what the name for it is. Kind of liney, pointy style. Yeah, it's nice. Illustrated by David Mitchell. I presume that's not the same as the comedian. Paul Desmond and Graham Townsend. And Octopus Books. I've never heard of. But yeah, nice illustrations. And you've got Murray Leinster, Catherine McLean, Frederick Brown, Ward Moore, Aldous again, H.G. Wells, Asimov. Yeah, a ton of stuff in there, and a lot of these I've never heard of, so really looking forward to getting stuck into that at some point. Yeah, what a cover. I mean, how could you not pick it up when you're a kid, you know? Guaranteed sale. So that's all the anthologies. And just quickly go through the fantasy. So there was some fantasy, not a whole lot, but yeah, nice old copy of The Hobbit, which is nice to have. Yeah. Not sure if there's any illustrations in there, but yeah. It's got the map. Well, they all have the map. But yeah, nice early, well, not super early printing, but yeah, sorry. 74. Cool. Yeah, it is looking its age, in fairness, but not in too bad condition. Spine seems okay. Yeah, anyway, nice one just to have. And we've got Farmer Jaws of Ham and the Adventures of Tom Bombadil. Cool. Again, I do have copies of these in my mum's garage, but Yeah. Anyway. Then Fred Hagen. I'd never even heard of this dude. Like I said, fantasy's not really my thing. But I'll give these a go. First book of swords. The majestic new fantasy epic by the author of Empire of the East. Yeah, I did look this guy up. Apparently, yeah, he's a really prolific fantasy author. But yeah. So we'll see. I'll give it a go. Yeah. It's decent enough, Nick, considering. £2.50 back in the day, so that's back when we still used Irish pounds or punts as they were known. That would have been, when did we change over? Then we've got Dragonlance Saga Preludes to. Okay, so I don't know if I'll bother with this. If it's part of some fucking epic long series. Yeah, Tannis, it's Barbara and Bob Siegel, and I'm sure there's probably diehards out there with great artwork on the cover. I have to say, really great illustration, nice. But yeah, Tannis, The Shadow Years. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard diving into these things if you're not taking it from the top. So anyway, we'll see. And then this tome here, T.A. Barron, I'd never heard of before, the T.A. Barron collection. So you've got 3 different novels all in one. Hardback. This, yeah, not, again, nice illustration. Shame it's not bigger. But hey, so you got this guy. Is he praying over the dragon or giving it the last rites or something? I don't know. Kind of strange, but yeah, I'll give this a go. Know nothing about the whole deal here, but yeah, 3 books: Lost Years of Merlin, 7 Songs of Merlin, and Fires of Merlin. Yeah, cool. Right, and next up is the kind of main body of this haul, which is the SciFi paperbacks. So yeah, I have organized these alphabetically as best I could. So first up, we got Poul Anderson, Let the Spaceman Beware. Nice cover. Flower with this all kind of people down here. Yeah, I like the style. Nicely executed, with some kind of a city in the distance over this beautiful rolling countryside. What the reviewers say, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, looking forward to reading that. I haven't read anything by Poul Anderson. I have a couple of his on the shelf that I haven't gotten around to reading yet. So yeah, should be good. And another Poul Anderson, this one here, Time and Stars. Hugo Award-winning author. Cover is cool. Yeah. Like rockets coming up from the earth or something. And then you've got this kind of space egg. Is it laser? Like lightning or something coming out? Space egg with rockets. Yeah. But it's nice, yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Whoops. Trip through mind-teasing spacescapes of stars and time. Yeah. Next up, Asimov, an edition of Foundation Empire, which I've obviously read. Cover is a bit meh. Again, I don't know. I'd call it a nothing cover, really. Just shapes. But yeah, Panther edition. Nice to have. We got, oh yeah, my first Edgar Rice Burroughs to have on my shelf. Back to the Stone Age. Lost in the unexplored terrors of a primeval land. And yeah. this guy with his spear riding a. Is that a mammoth or an elephant? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a mammoth. Mammoth. But I didn't know they lived in kind of jungly areas. I thought they were lived in the kind of tundra and, cold places. But hey, yeah, look forward to reading that. 500 miles beneath the surface of the earth lies another world. Oh, Jesus. Okay. The flat earthers now might be into this. Okay, or it's the hollow earthers. Anyway. Then another Burroughs, which I love the cover on this one. It is just so well done. The colours, the execution, it's class. Yeah, very evocative and sci-fi fantasy. So Edgar Rice Burroughs, The Wizard of Venus, the Venus series, and yeah. See if I can find out who did that's the New English Library Edition. Almost all of these, if not all of them, are basically UK editions. Yeah. Anyway, don't see who the artist was, which is that's a shame because it's class. Really well done, whoever did this really knew their craft. Sorry. Arthur C. Clarke, 3 for Tomorrow. I have not read this. Oh, edited. Oh, Sphere Science Fiction. Cool cover. Like a satellite with, it's like a meteor. Or a comet, I mean. Sorry. Going past. Oh, okay. So this is actually, I should have included it in the anthologies. So these are 3 stories by Silverberg, Zelazny, and Blish. Cool. I should keep that in the anthologies pile. What else? Yeah, Arthur C. again. I've got a ton of his stuff on the shelf. Of Time and the Stars. I have not read that. Nice cover. Have a lot going on in it, actually. Oh, right, yeah. So it's like a helmet. You can see the dude here, and he's looking. This is like a reflection in the cover of the helmet. Like a spaceship that's after. Is it after diving into the ground, or is it just passing down that way? Because like it could be a small moon. It looks like Mars, maybe. Anyway, yeah, look forward to reading that. Rock Science Fiction. Never heard of them. Includes the story. Oh, maybe this is more shorts. Oh, I think it is. Ah, right, okay. Of Time and Stars collects 18 of Arthur C. Clarke's classic stories. I've probably read most of these, but hey, cool to have. Next up, Alan Dean Foster, The Black Hole. The reason I'm laughing is because the Black Hole film, the Disney sci-fi extravaganza, was basically, I think it was the first film I ever went to see in the cinema. I don't know what, I was really young. I was like late 70s maybe. Novel by Alan Dean Foster, now a spectacular motion picture from Walt Disney. But yeah, the most destructive force in the universe. Oh, and it looks like it's got pictures. Oh my god, old Bob, yeah, wow. Yeah, kind of a crazy movie. Yeah, I thought the Maximilian robot was fucking cool. Yeah, genuinely menacing. But yeah, they spent a heck of a lot of money on that film. Had some really early computer graphics in it and stuff. But yeah, it didn't do great. Aye, so yeah, it'd be fun to read that, see how it measures up with the film. Then another Alan Dean Foster. This is a Star Wars universe Lincoln, or whatever you want to call it. Splinter of the Mind's Eye from the Adventures of Luke Skywalker. Blah 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 blah. Cool enough cover. You got the Darth Vader there standing on the edge of a forest or something, it looks like. Luke, Princess Leia, Darth Vader, C-3PO, and R2-D2 in a spectacular new adventure! Exclamation mark. Yeah, could be trashy fun. We'll see. Then a couple of Ursa K. Le Guin's, which I did not have. So Rocannon's World, which I've listened to it on audiobook, but I really want to read it. I really enjoyed the audiobook, so looking forward to reading this. And great cover. Not sure how much it has to do with the story, although they do have these kind of flying beasts in it, as I recall. But just cool color scheme, spaceships and stuff there, and kind of looks quite demonic, that dude. That's a classic. Another one I haven't read by Ursula is Orsinian Tales. Another cool cover, quite bleak. Could be a good like metal cover maybe. Metal album art. Don't know much about that. It might be more on the fantasy side, but always enjoy her writing. There's always meat on them bones, if that makes sense. And then the last one by her is this one, Malafrena. It's kind of got this high fantasy kind of, possibly kind of romancy kind of cover. Nicely done. Every generation must discover it all over again. Yeah, I don't know anything about it, but as I said, Ursula K. always an interesting read. Then we have Robert Heinlein, Glory Road, with a kind of a glorious cover. I don't know what to say, but I'm sure it all makes sense when I read the book. Hugo Award winner. Like a dinosaur or something. Then this kind of dude here, like a page boy, but he looks kind of like a middle-aged accountant or something. He's got arrows on his back. I don't know. And then obviously this rather buxom lady here is but it's not in great shape, this one. There's two from the batch that the spine is starting to go on this one, unfortunately. So I'd be even nervous about reading it. Yeah, it's pretty rough, but hey, that cover. Then there is who's this? Oh yeah, Frank Herbert, sorry. The Heaven Makers. I have not read this. So it's another one with a rather racy cover. Although it's nicely done. I like the style. Looks like pastel, maybe. But yeah, I don't know what to say. Another very proud lady. So I don't know much about this. So looking forward to reading this. It's kind of a wraparound. Cool. Got these little kind of alien dudes on the back. They're looking at her on some kind of a screen. All very weird, but I'm sure it all makes sense in relation to the story. And then another Frank Herbert, Dragon in the Sea, which I have a copy. I have a Penguin edition of it, which I've kind of paid not a lot of money, but more than I should have, I think. I paid like $30 for it. Here's the one I have, which is I like the artwork on this one. It's very Paul Klee or something. But yeah, so two of these now. Looking forward to it. Yeah, it's meant to be a great book. So anyway, it's kind of quite hard to find actually. Yeah. Then oh yeah, William Hope Hodgson. So I just finished reading The House on the Borderland recently. So this is volume two, The Nightland, the ultimate saga of a fantasy world beleaguered by eternal night and by the unvisageable, I've never heard that word before. Unvisageable spawn. Oh, it's Clark Ashton Smith saying, okay, so yeah. But the cover on this is freaking amazing, I think. Initially I thought this must be ripped from like a Bosch or a Bruegel the Elder painting, but it's not. But it's just incredible. See if I can. Yeah, it is some trippy, weird shit. Um, and it does say on the inside who the artist was. Yeah, and it's a wraparound as well. It is fucking cool. Very inspired by Bosch or Bruegel. That kind of crazy late Middle Ages Dutch nightmare stuff, or Flemish. Sorry, any Flems. But yeah, I think it's original artwork. Really looking forward to reading this. Yeah, the House in the Borderland is just bonkers. Yeah, cover design by Robert Logripo. I'm gonna have to look him up because if he was knocking stuff like this out for cover art, yeah, wow, you know. But yeah, looking forward to this. I know it's probably not the easiest read, but yeah, I really enjoyed House on the Borderlands. Okay, so that was kind of lot one of the sci-fi paperbacks, and I'll get the second and final batch over now. Okay, so then this is from J onwards. So got this one, Cyril Judd. I've never heard of Cyril Judd. Gunnar Cade, Penguin. So this kind of cool photograph for the cover. This guy with like a, I don't know what kind of a, well, it's just some kind of a laser gun, I guess. Yeah, I wonder what they're kind of based it on. But he's got some kind of a barcode, kind of dog tag or something. Oh, it says his face. It says his name, Gunnar Cade. I know nothing about this. If anyone knows anything about Cyril Judd, yeah, let me know. Trained not to think before killing. Cade was a mindless tool, one of a sworn brotherhood of celibate armsmen, the Emperor's most obedient servant. Yeah, I look forward to reading that. Co-authored by the inimitable C.M. Kornbluth. Wonder why they didn't put his name on the cover. Anyway, next up, got Fred Pohl, Day Million. Another cool cover. Yeah, a few of these covers are some wild kind of mount creatures. This one here is just, look at the eyes, or lady eyes. I don't know. Yeah, and this dude here, look, menacing our couple here. Yeah, very trippy and fun cover. Don't know anything about this. I like Fred Pohl. I think, yeah, I've read one or two of his books so far, and they're fun. So look forward to that. Next up, this one, Eric Frank Russell, Far Stars, Tales of Timeless Eternity by a master of science fiction, who I haven't read anything by, to be honest with you. Cover, I don't know what to make of it. It's kind of weird. Just got stuff going on. But yeah, should be interesting. Bit of a mystery book. Not in the greatest condition, but the spine seems to be just about okay. Yeah. Then this one, The Hour of the Phoenix by Richard Saxon. Never heard of him. I wonder is he anything to do with the band Saxon? I doubt it, but you never know. We live in hope. But cool cover. Yeah, I like it. A lot of movement and dynamism going on with all these kind of missiles coming up or something. And then some kind of a craft or a creature there. Well, I like the style. It's very fluid painting. Yeah. Man has landed on the moon and Mars, it is then it is then that a huge blue sun appears in the sky on collision course with Earth. Oh, shit, well that sounds pretty serious. Yeah. One of Britain's best writers of science fiction. Cool. And then 10 from tomorrow. Now, actually, this is another anthology, I believe. So I should have put it in with the... Oh, no. Sorry, it's not. It's 10 shorts by this guy, E.C. Tubb. I've never heard of. And you got, yeah, kind of a funky, trippy photograph cover. With these kind of mannequin guys or something with like a clock motif or something in the background. Yeah, never heard of him, so look forward to reading that. Sphere, science fiction. Then Jack Vance. I haven't actually owned any Jack Vance, so nice to add him to the shelves. Jack Vance, Maroon, Alastor 993. Mission Impossible on the Planet of the Shifting Suns. I'm hearing the music now welling up in my head. But cool cover. Yeah. Look at this dude. Is he kind of... Or is that a statue? I don't know, but it's a pretty tall building built on these kind of struts that seem to be on little islands. So, yeah, cheapers. And you got this kind of helicopters going on as well. So yeah, should be fun. And yeah, this is so 70s. The Far Out Worlds of A.E. Van Vogt. And he's another author that I've never read anything of. I've heard a good bit about him, but I've never actually had any of his stuff. So yeah, New English Library. Great cover as well. Look at this kind of palace floating above a planet with it's looking like it's been ripped up out of the ground and it's just kind of floating there. Castles in the sky, eh? But yeah, lovely colours. It's cool. Oh yeah, and it's a wraparound as well. So you got a big planet and yeah. So yeah, I think these are all shorts from A.E. Van Vogt. Yeah, there was a few of them actually. There's 4 by Van Vogt. So we got Quest for the Future. Very sci-fi cover. Like, yeah, how many times has the ringed kind of planet in the background been done? But yeah, it's cool. Nicely done. Quest for the Future. What was that on? Can't read. I need my glasses. Yeah. Anyway. Then we've got another Van Vogt, More Than Superhuman. Look at this. Yeah, this is so fucking cool. Look at this guy here. Like, that is just so well done. He's trapped in this kind of crystal and he's getting transformed or something. That is cool. That's an artist who knew his stuff, isn't it? Crazy. Yeah, I look forward to obviously relates to what happens in the book. But yeah, I wonder who the artist was. Doesn't say. If I find it somewhere in it, I'll stick it up on the. Yeah. That's a shame because that is badass. Yeah. Then the last one from Van Vogt is Lost 50 Sons. I don't think this has anything to do with the Lost TV series. This is probably a little bit before then. But yeah, very cool cover again. New English Library was putting these ones out. Yeah, they obviously got some really great artists to do the artwork. This kind of Archer dude trying to shoot down this horror thing. Yeah, cool. Very exciting. Yeah, kind of mix between fantasy and sci-fi there, isn't it? And all right, Jules Verne, Journey to the Center of the Earth. Yeah, it's a classic. I think it's great. Got a great cover. Yeah, your man hanging on there. He's about to fall into the. Now I was wondering, because it seems that they're underground, is it lava or magma he's going to fall into? Because it's only lava once it comes out above ground, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, semantics. But completing on a bridge. Yeah, I haven't read this since I was a kid, so yeah, and I don't actually have any of his stuff on my shelf, so yeah, good to have it there. And then, oh yeah, so this is the other one which is in pretty bad shape. Kurt Vonnegut's Wampetters, Foma, and Granfalloons. Yeah. I've only read a few of his, and yeah, they're good, but I wasn't kind of bowled over. I just didn't like the tone of his stuff, but yeah, the spine on this one is kind of gone, unfortunately. So I don't know. I'll have to be very, very careful. Yeah, geez, I don't even like opening it up. So anyway, shit cover though. 0 for effort. And then this one, Ian Watson, The Embedding, winner of the Apollo Award 1975. So this should be good. And yeah, nice cover. Again, that kind of paintbrush style. Big spaceship taking off from, looks like the whole planet is kind of become a city. Kind of like Trantor in Foundation. Yeah, I know nothing about this. And yeah, I look forward to reading that. It won the Apollo Award back in 75. Cool. We're nearly there. Ian Watson. Again, Queen Magic, King Magic. Fantasy worked out with science fictional rigor. Okay. Chessboard. And just this very calming looking landscape. Yeah, so no, nothing about this. Look forward to reading it. What was that on? Grafton Books. And then we got H.G. Wells. Men Like Gods. I've not read this. Love the cover. This kind of very funky looking biplane trying to fly up this crag. And I'm sure it relates to, but it's really nicely executed painting. Yeah. I wonder if they tell us who the artist was. Don't think so. Damn. No. That's a shame. Yeah, whoever painted this knew what they were doing. Cool. And then we've got Days of the in the Days of the Comet. I've not read this either. I don't think I have. Anyway, I might have when I was a kid. Don't know. Cool cover. Shame it's got this big £1 sticker on it. But yeah, yeah. So that's yeah. Kind of brushed over that one pretty quick, didn't I? And then Food of the Gods. I already actually have this, so this is a dupe, but this one is in better nick than the one I have. But I do love the cover on this. Fucking giant insects. Going to be locusts menacing these kind of nerds. In their old school lab coats, and yeah, love the way the movement of the wings has been done. Yeah, what even is that? Don't know. Anyway, pretty scary. Food of Gods, yeah. So I still haven't read this, but yeah, it was there was a really bad movie adaptation of it, made back in the 70s, I believe, and yeah, I think it's ranked up there as one of the worst films ever made. But yeah. Then last but not least, we have this one, which is probably the most vintage looking of the lot. Dennis Wheatley, They Found Atlantis. With this, yeah, just the whole. I love the way back in the kind of 50s they were mad for yellow, kind of in design. I think and posters and everything, especially movie posters and stuff. Yellow and blue was like a real thing. But yeah, this shark. I think that's like a diving bell. Oh, look, they're fighting inside. Shit. So yeah, there's trouble inside and there's trouble outside. Yeah, They Found Atlantis. Dennis Wheatley. I think he wrote The Devil Rides Out, which was made into a really great film. I think I might be mistaken, but I believe so. He's a pretty prolific British author back in the day. Yeah, and then some other ones there, but yeah, I really look forward to reading this. But yeah, if anything said vintage sci-fi, fucking cool. So yeah, that's it. A whole bunch of books. I'm going to be struggling to fit them on my bookcase. I might have to build another one, and I'm only after building a kind of an extension to fit graphic novels in. But anyway, that's it. I will try and cut this down to some kind of reasonable length, but hope somebody finds it interesting, informative, and or entertaining.